Hey guys, so we've got two Fender amps down here today, and they both have the vibrato, but there is a difference. Tell us what the difference is, Nathan.
Okay, so on this, this is a 62 Bandmaster, and these ones have real vibrato on them. So it's pitch shifting vibrato. It almost sounds like a Leslie kind of. And down here on the Blackface, this is a 67 Bandmaster, last year of the Blackface, and these just have the tremolo on them. So this is a volume shifting tremolo, and Fender always put the vibrato on here. They labeled it the vibrato channel, even though that it was actually a tremolo. So I'm guessing that they probably had some real vibrato on some of the Brownface amps. Some of the larger Brownface panel amps have the actual vibrato, and then whenever they switched over to the Blackface, Cosmetics, and Silverface, they probably just decided to keep vibrato on there just for consistency, even though they switched it over to a tremolo. So we're gonna demo the two and show you the differences between them, because if you're not familiar with them, you might be thinking, well, what's the difference between pitch shifting and volume shifting? They both have some of the same characteristics, but as you'll see, they actually sound quite different. So first we're going to be going through the 62 Bandmaster with the vibrato, and I'll play the same things on both of them so that we could get a good comparison between the two. So first I'll start off with the intensity and the speed both at 3 here, and then we'll work our way up the knobs and see what's going on. We're gonna go through the Blackface Bandmaster now, and I tried to match the EQ as good as I can. So up here we had the treble and the bass right at noon. So down here we're gonna have the treble and bass right at noon also, and I have the bright switch on because I had the presence all the way up on this one. So first we're gonna put the intensity on 3 and the speed on 3, and we'll do a comparison. Already tell these ones aren't as strong as the vibrato, so we'll crank up the intensity a little bit to 5. So even with that intensity on 5, it's not nearly comparable to the vibrato up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the intensity up. We'll put it right up, straight up at 5.5 here. So in my opinion, this is where the vibrato really shines, is when you have the intensity up a little higher and the speed down a little lower. It gives you like a really thick Leslie type sound to it. It almost sounds like a modulator in a way. So I'll turn this up a little bit. I'll turn the speed up a little bit. So now the intensity's at 7 and our speed's at 4.5. when you get that intensity knob higher up there is when it really starts to kick in. And as you can tell, this one sounds a lot more controlled than the vibrato. That's because it's only shifting the volume instead of the pitch, so it doesn't have that warbly Leslie sound to it. This is like the classic Fender vibrato, but it's actually tremolo. So this is what's on most of the amps, so the Twins, the later Bandmasters, Deluxe Reverbs, Princetons. Let's go ahead and we'll turn the intensity up a little bit, and we'll turn the speed up to about noon also. I'll go ahead and put the speed on 10, just like I did on this one, and we'll see how that sounds. So the speed on these ones gets a lot faster, and it's almost like a fluttery effect on that. So on these, on the Brownface Fender amps, the Bandmaster, up here the vibrato on this amp uses 3 preamp tubes, and even on some of the other Brownface amps like the Concert, I think they use up to like 5 preamp tubes on them. So they're definitely take a little more maintenance and require a lot more from the amp than down here on the Blackface ones. Down here on the Blackface, these use an optocoupler. A lot of people call it the roach, because if you open up the chassis and you look in the tremolo portion of the circuit, there's a little black thing in there that looks like a cockroach almost. And what it is it's an LED light and a photoresistor, and as the light lights up, it increases and decreases the resistance on the resistor in there, and that's what creates the volume dip and the wave in the volume. So there you have it. Did the 2 comparisons and see which one you like better.